Yep. So, greetings, everyone. Is everything working? Yeah, greetings, everyone. My name is Starride, and this is my pre-Fontaine sort of introduction setup stream. So, I will be trying to broadcast everything about my experiences in the new update of the game Genshin Impact. Uh, it's going to release its 4.0 update soon. Like the update has already come, I suppose. The pre-installation has been done, but it has not been applied yet, as far as I'm aware. And yeah, so hello, I am a 50. Sorry, yeah. So I am a player of this game with uh, who has been around a year and a bit more time. There are some previous videos of me on my channel of me going through the Sumeru Archon quest, which is like the main quest in this game. And yeah, so like this is a big game, big game, and I'll do with yeah. I'm here for the exploration, and I am going to show a bit of my schedule before I begin, I suppose. Right. So usually, once I log in the game, I first tend to do the daily quests. They give the currency that is also the gacha currency of this game. So this game has many mechanics, and one of the mechanics is to get new characters. And as you can see here, there are many characters to get. Those which are grayed out are characters that I do not currently possess. As you can see, most of them are uh, those with the golden background. These are the rarer characters to collect. In fact, the only purple background or not so rare character I do not have is this one. And I have been playing this game for quite some time. So I have collected and upgraded many of my characters, as you can see here. But like I have been doing that for a long time, so that is why. And what else is there? Right, team set. So
In
I
adventuring
do
as an
have many like teams set around my characters. Like for example, this team was uh, created with the intention of like exploration because these two characters, Kazuha and Xiao, together they are very good for exploring the world in the game in general. And the usual way I set up a team is my first character is a sort of a DPS or a damage dealing character. My second character, like over here, you can see Yoimiya. She is popular for being a bow DPS. My second character is usually my healer. My third character is usually my support, depending on the first character. And if I'm not particularly using a strong support like Raiden here, then I tend to put up bow characters. And And the end, I have a character type that I call a locomotor. I don't know if you guys may have heard of that in community or not, because I don't think I particularly have come across that term. But the locomotors are people who help out with exploration, or, or who can help out with exploration, because primarily I do play this game with the intention of exploration. And with the new updates, this screen is gonna get very jazzed up and updated. So that is something to look forward to, and you may see that in my next video about it. So the way I create teams is, first I select my DPS for like my one of my most powerful teams, I suppose. Well, used to be this where my DPS is Eula.
I'll scout ahead.
Then I would pick my healer, that
I
is
won't
Bennett.
hold you back. Much.
Then I would pick a support, and usually I would select a bow support
In the name of
because
the prinzessin.
during exploration, a lot of times you may actually require a bow character, but you find that you don't have that character, and so I would just keep a bow character. And for my final, I would select an explorator as or a locomotor, as I said. And so again, it depends on your preferences. If you are not a person who does exploration like I do, uh, I would
All right, let's head off.
select Kazuha. Again, he is a character who may be sort of used as a support or a DPS, depending on your playstyle. But yeah, and the purpose of this is simple, of this sort of team set, and that is that my first character, they will do the most damage. My second character will be the one who is sort of in charge of the heals. My third character is I always a support who, so being a support, they can either buff the damage of the first character or not, or or usually they're a bow character to help out with bow activities. But in combat, again, they have to be very useful. So other characters would be like Tenari, who I would use as a bow support. I think he's supposed to be a main DPS. Uh, or Yoimiya, who I showed was a, sorry, I lost a bit of my train of thought. Yoimiya, who is a bit of a DPS character, and Kale, who is a another bow character. Uh, who else? Yeah, Amber. Again, you saw in this team. She is another bow character, and like the reason why I would choose these is that they provide a buff. And my final character is usually a locomotor, and a locomotor is a character whose skills give you a buff in exploring. So, for example, Kazuha's, if you look at his talents, his utility talent or a passive talent is decreasing stamina consumption by 20% for party members. And so that means that while running,
Time to go.
not just with him, but with this entire team. So while exploring with this entire team, not a lot of stamina gets consumed. And the thing is, currently, again, or makes or doesn't make a locomotor is dependent on different factors, and what your personal preferences are. But I will explain a bit more about it. So, so this is me going uh, through a daily quest. Uh, I would need this to get a currency, which I will show. So, and you saw that music that occurred because the game thought that I'm in combat, and it thought that I was in combat with that particular dragon-like thing at the moment. So that is why. Mm, right. And currently, I am in the Sumeru region, as you can see. Maybe I can show you a bit more about the rest of the world. So, uh,
Ozzy, my dear familiar.
Ozzy? What's gotten into you?
Her Majesty beseeches you to unfurl your blessed wings, and with them blot out the heavens, plunging the world into eternal night.
If you didn't bring your parasol with you, that's your own fault, mein Fräulein.
right. That communication that you may have heard, that is actually like a weather-based interaction of this character and the system, the gameplay system of this
Time to go.
particular game is that every character, they have a normal attack, okay, or if you can, as you can see with official charged attack. So that occurs in terms of bow use, and they have a sort of magic system which is dependent on 7 elements of the game, and how the magic system does get used. That is dependent on their skill and burst. So their skill is an ability that helps them spread their, like, use their magic. So in this case, what official's skill does is that it brings out a bird
By royal decree.
called Oz, who is her familiar, and he's also like the manifestation of her magic, apparently, something like that, according to lore. Again, there have like so many characters in the game now, and they all have their own implementation of how that system is.
I created another universe.
And for him, Kazuha, his manifestation of the skill is that he can
Run with nature.
do like a jump, which is normal than a higher jump, but it has a lot of many benefits in combat. Again, a lot of these characters are made for combat. Let's see, what else is there to introduce you. There's also an elemental burst, uh, which is like their super attack, I suppose, which does different things. Not super attack, it's more of a super move. It does different things depending on the character you are using. And next is let's see. Next we have a combat challenge, protecting ley line. So yeah, so the next like daily quest, and what happens is daily quests give you this particular currency, the one on the right, which you see as primogens, and once I collect enough of them, I can make a wish or 10 wishes. And because of the new update, like we would likely receive a lot of them soon, I suppose. And there are other things which help you get these wishes or fates, and that is how the gacha system is in a simple way. There are a lot more mechanics in the background about it, but I doubt I'm the person to mention Impact. You know, there you are. You may have watched. So, right. I'm gonna ignore them for now. Can I ignore them and begin the quest? Yeah, I just don't like to fight unless it's necessary for a quest or something, or to like get certain resources. That makes sense to me. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to me. Right. So this is one of the most strong characters I got, and she's also a bit optimized, but
More speed.
he disappeared. I think either that got reset, which is good because I was not in temperament to hurt. And yeah, so I'm just gonna showcase one of my strongest teams, which would be
The campaign begins.
these characters. Another way is I try to play is that I try to ensure that I have either all four characters as female or four characters as male, or alternate. So like two female, two male characters, and or like if I cannot do all three, then I try to set up my team as to completing my needs for that particular task. So like for example, these you can see is like three boys and one girl, sort of a team, and that is because each of their passive talent buff helps get materials in their local regions. But again, you can see like it's a DPS character, it's a healer. Then you have a bow support. He does healing support, and another one just because. Then here are also other characters who help get some materials. So she helps with getting mining materials, but she's also the DPS of the team, for at least for now. Yao Yao is a healer who can help get some like small creatures materials. Aloy is a character who can help you get materials from certain animals. And Lisa is a character who can help you get like who she's not the only one who can help you get it, but there's like a very specific material in Inazuma, and so like that is why she is in that team. And again, like I am speaking as if to newcomers, but I doubt if you are watching this, you're newcomers to the game. So that's not. major issue. Anyway, alright, I'm going to showcase this team.
You want to
And
learn some
this is one of my
Favonia's
most
blade work?
powerful teams.
Um,
And yeah, so again, weapons very high set. Then artifacts. Uh, Raiden, I need to need to place more resources on her. But yeah, and then you have Bennett. He is a very good healer, and yeah, so he has his artifacts and everything has. I have optimized for him to be a
ow!
very good healer, and then Eula, who was one of the first characters I got. Uh, okay, wait. One of the first DPS characters that I got, and I just used her for like over a year before
Right
I got
then,
a bit
I'll
bored,
teach you.
to be honest. But yeah, so
A new punch.
she
Shut him
is
down!
the goddess of
Shudder!
electricity, the Raiden chosen, and so
Crush!
she does give buffs based on.
Time to go.
Beg for mercy! The wind knows me. I condemn you! There is no escape! Let's light it up! Into the wind. Freeze to the core! Rack and ruin!
See, I got 10 of that currency, and yeah, so like that was sort of my introduction on my teams, but I am currently like exploring and trying to use lots and lots of different teams, and so because we are in the Sumeru region, Nahida is a very useful character to use. Mm,
More companions! Hooray!
yeah, so Nahida is a support character who can be, like, again, every character can be sort of used a bit like other characters. Not, of course, every character is a healer. Every character is most definitely not a healer. But, like, if you have a DPS and a support, so you can interchange that, you can build them so that support character is your DPS or DPS character is your other support. And in this particular team, yeah, so in this particular team, I have Yoimiya, who is a book character, as my DPS. Sayu is who is a healer. She's also my locomotor of this particular team, and Raiden Shogun, who is a very powerful support and sub DPS, and Nahida, who is also a very powerful support.
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
Yes, indeed. So some quests are like chain quests in the daily commissions or the daily quests. And yeah, so like this video is more of a introduction to me, my current state in the game, and Oh yeah, Nahida is a very, like, in game she's like, according to lore, such a awesome character. Like, she's one of my favorite characters in the game. Uh, and in the game world, she has
Hey!
great support capabilities.
Shine down!
Okay, I don't know what happened, but okay.
Everyone hold hands!
Oh yeah, as I was saying, Sayu is a great locomotor, and the reason is her skill allows her to do this, and that is great for not using your stamina and for a bit of exploration. If there are like vast plains that you have to traverse. And this is my first time trying to live stream, and so I'm not entirely sure about everything that I'm supposed to do in the game and everything. Uh, but I do want to share my experience of this game of exploring the world, because this is a very beautiful game, even though it has certain issues to it. Uh, it is a
Make my
great
escape.
looking game, and yeah. So these four quests and a bit of yep. All right. So there you go. You have these four quests, a bit of rest, and there is another resource of the game which is called resin, and that allows you to do certain world objectives, and that help you get resources to upgrade your characters. And again, that resin can be converted into this, which is great for uh, hang on a minute. Yeah, so when you convert it into resin, you can use it to get double of the amount of the resources that you need to use on your characters. Uh, some yeah, maybe some game lore would help. Okay, because of my current settings, I think hmm, you cannot actually see. Okay, good. So it doesn't matter. There is like a crafting mechanic in game. Right, so this will help me spend my resin uh, for getting double materials, and which is very useful if you're the sort of player who doesn't always have a lot of time to put in the game, or if you need a lot more materials at a particular time. Hmm. What else can I showcase right now? Ah, yes, of course. I am going to do exploration, and I'm going to need an exploration team. That is good. Not the opportunistic infighting. The currency. And so I can, like, because I have crossed 160, I can use and get a wish. But I'm currently saving up. Like, again, I don't do that. I don't even usually do that a lot. But there is a new banner coming up. There's a new update that is going to be applied very, very soon in the game. So I'm just I'm going to yeah, use it then. That would be in my upcoming video next, and because it's going to be a new region, wonderful new world. Right. So for my next team, well, not necessarily. I need to do a bit of exploration of the Sumeru region, and because it is the Sumeru region, the Dendro or green region, I'm going to need. Should I use Al-Haytham instead? Uh, I'm gonna use Nahida. Healer would be Net or Barb. For now, I'm gonna keep Bennett because he is also a lot of times quite useful for explanation. Uh next I would need a bow support, right? Yeah, so bow support. I can use Raiden instead of Fischl. Um,
In the name of the Prinzessin!
Again, or like two of these are very powerful, but not as rare characters, 4-star characters. I mean, that's how they get sorted. Like, let me see in the filters. What do they call it? Ah, yeah, they call it like quality. So all the golden back characters, they are your uh, supposedly higher quality characters, and the others are supposedly lower quality characters. But not, they're all pretty awesome and fine in their own ways. You could say that maybe the golden backed characters, the 5-star characters, they are a bit OP or overpowered. But that is the I'm not the judge for that. Right. So I'm gonna use this for a bit of Sumeru exploration right now, and so Nahida would be like my DPS, I suppose. Damage dealer. Bennett. Official would be bow support. Bennett is the healer. Sorry, yeah, Bennett is the healer. Official is the bow support. And Mona is my explorator. She's also a sub DPS, I think. Uh, and yeah, so I'll showcase how you can do it with her. These. Mm, next. Yes, so there's this region that I actually have not explored as much as I can, or I should have. And for exploration, all the animo characters, they're actually pretty useful for exploration. Like, let's see, Sayu or even Hazo is good for exploration if you're. It depends on who comes in the new banners, right? That's the thing. Um, Frozen is just a great support, animo support. As you can see, like the background changes for characters depending on their element. So Dendro or sort of like life element, I suppose. Tree element. So which is what Nahida is the goddess of, which is different in the game lore. Like a goddess is different from like a user of that element. Like for example, uh, so you can see there was a sparkle at the jewel in her back. You can see a similar jewel over here that also sort of gave a sparkle. And where's, oh yeah, Mona's is also at her back. Yeah, so that is what usually gives them their magic powers in the game, according to lore. And what Mona can do is, yeah, so she is a locomotor because her sprint actually is a bit like this, which is a bit normal than your fastest sprint. What is there in the game? You do. I do like to avoid combat unless I need to gather a certain resource, in which case I tend to engage in combat with that particular characters. No, that's not what it means. Okay. Uh, yes, I don't. They gave me the heebie-jeebies. What is that? I missed something in the section below, I believe. In the section before, not the section. Another update that they said that they're making again. The implementation is not out yet, so we don't really know how it's going to be. And it's like they're going to update the map to make it show like the underground regions too while you're exploring them,
I created another
and that will
universe
be
and
very
founded
useful.
paradise. For I,
How
Fischl,
do I
and the
go?
princess and
I have to climb it to one there. Right. So this particular team I have created is because Nahida is she is the goddess, of course, according to lore. So she's a Dendro-based character, and what happens is her abilities. So they can get a buff from having certain different characters in your team, like certain different elements rather of those characters in your team. So again, I am speaking as if I am introducing you to the game a bit, but it's probably odd because I have not done this a lot before, and also because there is sorry, like I have played this for a long time, and I've collected a lot of this, and a lot of characters, and so it won't be a very relatable content, I suppose. Mm, so How do I go behind it? Okay, let's see what else was there. Ah, yes. No, I don't wanna fight right now. So go back the other way. Cool. What am I missing? Like, there is so much to explore in this game. And there are times when you go back to a place you haven't been before. And it's just so interesting. For now, I'm gonna try and go back to... Okay, that is also a dead end. So how do I go in there? I don't know anymore. Alright, what I can do is collect some materials. So, material characters whose materials I'm collecting currently are this guy, Kazuha. So, I'm collecting his talent materials right now. And another is this guy. Yeah, I'll hate him. Yeah. And
If you're not sure
right
what
now
to do
is
next,
the
how about I take you on a
materials
walk?
are available, so I'm gonna end with this. What do I... How much do I need for each? Yeah, I need what, 12 times 2, 24 plus 48. I need 72 of that, plus a lot of the you can see the coin. I have 351,000 out of 700,000 I need, and that would be just for one, so I'm gonna need a lot of coin, which again, stuff I'm hoping that I'll get in the next update. Let's see. What next? Now I have done this domain a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do it once here and collect materials for all Hatem, and the rest I would
Gonna
be
be epic. What is the
doing for
situation?
Kazuha. The materials for Kazuha.
There are still so many places for us to explore.
It's not that I don't do co-op, but I usually don't do like domain co-ops.
Hey,
Everybody stand back! As one with wind and cloud, one with nature.
sharing my knowledge.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
43 seconds. I think that was a personal best. But yeah, that was a bit to like showcase. Again, I have been playing this for a long time and I've collected a lot of characters, so I've been upgrading a lot of. So, well, that is why they are quite overpowered. I can't do guides very well because like I myself actually quite a lot of time look up guides a lot. So I can't specifically top those. Maybe I can showcase certain boss battles, how to do boss battles. Yeah, that would be useful. Right. If you do have any suggestions for me, please give them in the comments below. Mm, on how to improve or what to improve, and let's see. Again, the way I have built these teams, like because of that, these are very very overpowered teams.
I'll take
Uh,
care of it.
Barbara is a healer. She is effectively very similar to like your stereotypical priest class, or yeah, in the games, priest or hang on, I'm trying to think of the exact terms because uh, early characters they follow certain archetypes. There's priest class or cleric. Yeah, cleric. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, yep.
Shine down. Everyone hold hands. Let's dance. La, 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 la.
Okay, not what I intended, but
Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind. Time to go.
Hey! Make yourselves at home.
There is no escape.
Huh.
The wind knows me.
Shine down. I see everything.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
so if I use what the game would consider to be relatively weaker characters, I would get more resin. Not resin, sorry. I would get more materials from my use of resin. I have not completely figured out the logic behind how is the amount you get from for a certain like how much material you get compared to how much how skillfully you played, I suppose would be the term, and how fast you play. So like there is a complicated graph, I suppose, or a complicated algorithm. Otherwise, they just give it to you randomly, which is not ideal, I suppose.
Into the wind.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Illusion shattered.
Yeah, so apparently the Raiden Shogun, her character's burst is a very powerful attack if you have like optimized it. I mean, that's for like every character if you have optimized well for them. But even then, her burst can be very very powerful. But I have not had a chance to use it in. I think I've shown it earlier, but yeah, right now I have not gotten a chance to showcase that.
Shine down. Everyone hold hands. Let the show begin. Oh.
Why are they doing that?
Hey! Make yourselves at home.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
There is no escape.
God, I'm gonna use it.
Born to oblivion!
So like I do all this stuff like much faster. Like right now I'm slowing down and explaining certain terms. Otherwise, this would have been done at like the 20-minute mark of the game or something.
Illusion shattered! Let's dance!
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
I see everything! Share my knowledge! There is no escape!
The wind knows me.
Ready, steady, go! Inazuma shines eternal!
You can try and showcase with another team. You know what? We're gonna do the same to me, but this time equipped with this particular team. I have not explored it as much. Yeah, the reason now, from what I know, not all like Barbara is like one of the first healers you get in the game, but she's not technically, I suppose, the best healer until, and this is what I like, when you reach here, and what that happens is, she effectively turns from a healer into a a necromancer of sorts.
I'll protect us! Shine down! Crush! Beg for mercy! Eye for an eye! More speed! Illusion shattered! Go the ship down! The fuse is lit! Let the show begin! Flood of frost! Shudder! I condemn you!
I think that was like 130k damage from her burst. Okay. So let's see, shall we? Oh yeah, this is a good point to unlock during like mid slash late game. I mean, it is one of the most. It is a very useful point to unlock if you're a new character. Not a new character, but like if you have been playing the game for a bit. What is it? 4,000. I need 72, I think, of these in total. So it would take me quite some time to grind and get that. Let's see. We don't have any main stories out yet. Over here, I would be able to see any all and any like quests, main quests, and everything. And I don't have anything. Yeah, I suppose that would have to do for like my introduction video. Again, you know, there are many great 4-star characters. I suppose I could show how to build them or how to build for or around them. Alright.
Let's finish this quickly.
I suppose, yeah, this is actually not a game we use for exploration. Kaching is a very useful character to unlock. Like again, there are so many factors on which characters you can get and when. Right? Yeah. But the reason is because in this particular region in Azuma, she is very useful for the exploration of this region. Again, like I have done I have already done so much exploration of this particular region. If you haven't, she is a great character to use, and the reason for that is she is sort of, it's not exactly a teleport per se, but she can set up like points,
Speed of light.
and you can use this strategically in your combat. So if you're fighting something else, maybe, but you can like set up these points, and it's not the setup, it's how you use them. And for the uh, for your purpose, like again in combat, what it does is it takes you to that particular points. It sort of teleports you there. So yeah, that was a decent showcase, I would say.
Speed of light.
And then you can like maneuver your characters around on how you want to do the events. From what I know, she is one of the easier 5-star characters to get, relatively easier, because you know it's a gacha system. It is basically not exactly loot box, but yeah, quite close. Is there an exploration bit that I can use to showcase? You know what? I'm going to go to Samaru, like in this particular region, because there's so much exploration that I have to do here still left. Uh, nope, nothing here. I guess I need to showcase like a combat and exploration scenario. The exploration and because that is the sort of stuff I would be showcasing through this. This one is, like I said, an introduction video. There must be something, right, that I have yet to unlock, or because like I said, this is like the pre-new update.
Wind strike.
What else is there? What else is left? Oh, hang on. I think I can do this. I believe I require upgrade materials or her. Yeah, so I need what? 2, 6, 10. I need 10 of these flowers so I can showcase that. Right. So this is not one of the boss fights I'm actually very good at. Yeah. Let's see. So this is an important story quest boss fight. So if you're looking for spoilers, maybe or not, because you want to see combat showcase. Which characters do I use?
Time to broaden the horizons again.
I'm gonna just check their health once. Okay, you can use that.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice? Detestable.
Hey!
Adventure time. Shine down.
Grow! Make yourselves at home! Committed to memory!
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Just play tight a little.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors. Into the frozen void. Shine down. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Off we go.
Okay, this is a bit tense. I'm just a bit tense.
Let's light it up.
Okay. This is actually the part I'm scared of because I'm not really good at this boss fight.
There is no escape. Adventure time. Dance, my pretties. I'm going in. Vengeance will be mine. Crush. Rack and ruin. You too will experience this suffering.
Right.
Grow! I see everything!
Now you shall perish.
Shucks. I don't like this. I really don't like this fighting this boss fight.
Everyone hold hands!
Come, put up a fight. Shudder.
See, like, come on.
Beg for mercy. Illusion shot. Everybody stand back. Flood of frost.
See, she disappeared again. I'm a
Shudder! I condemn you!
I don't want to. I don't want to birth.
Hey!
That's what the crazy lady is right now. Well, I mean, I don't think she's actually like a crazy lady. Uh, I don't completely know her lore, but like,
Not
she's
every
like a it's complicated kind of character.
Sharing my knowledge!
Mm,
Beg for mercy!
who dares.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
I never asked for redemption. Never.
but how was that? I don't think I got one that I needed though. Oh, okay. What else can I showcase? Yeah, that was like a story spoiler of sorts. Not really, because the context was not there. What else is there to do? I can level her up a bit. This character's next, I have a lot of that material, so I'm planning to level her up next to level 80. Again, depends on what happens in the new update. But yeah, otherwise I was planning on upgrading that character. So get some heals, and like I probably did not sound as excited uh, while playing this because I have done a lot of exploration and everything, so I don't have any new things currently to get excited about, except like I keep repeating the new update. Which reminds me, uh, right, for the new update, I'm planning to use this particular team, at least in the beginning, and Alva's down. So this team is sort of an exploration team, but not really. I mean, they're horrible for combat.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, I think that is all for. Yeah, I'm gonna close the game and stop streaming. Yep. See you guys soon when I begin with the new update. But yeah, this was my introduction, and bye.